Welcome students to another episode of SB Maths class. As per your request, I am going to make one video of the coordinate geometry. That is some of the tricky questions. Just 3 or 4 questions I have found from the exercise of R.S. Agarwal, that is exercise 6B. So let us do those questions, and after that this chapter will be ended and we will do the next chapter. So students, let's get started. The first question it is, that is question number 23. Exercise 6B, question number 23. The question is, find the third vertex of a triangle ABC if two of its vertices are B minus 3 1 and C 0 minus 2 and its centroid is at the origin. So that means here, if the triangle, suppose this is the triangle ABC, and here A is not given, A we are taking as xy, B minus 3 1 and C 0 minus 2. If this is the triangle, then the centroid is at origin. If this is the centroid, this is the point 0 0. So just use the formula for finding the centroid. Centroid means x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So put the values here. Here x plus minus 3 plus 0 by 3 equals to 0, and y plus 1 plus or minus 2 by 3 is equals to 0. From here if you calculate x, then x will come 3, and from here if you calculate y will come, it is minus 1, that means 1. So this is the point. So only A equals to 3 1. This is the coordinate point of the other vertex, that is the vertex A. So students, I think you have understood this one. Let us go to the next example, 29. You can pause the video and jot it down. 29. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points A 3 minus 3 and B minus 2 7 is divided by x-axis. Also find the point of division. So 2 points are given, A 3 minus 3 and B minus 2 7. It is divided by x-axis. So any of the points, suppose P is there, so x-axis means it is divided by the x-axis, that means the ordinate will be 0 there and the abscissa is x, so we are taking x 0. Okay. Now, so let us take K, let the ratio is K is to 1. So obviously, if this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2, so mx2, that means minus 2k plus 3 by k plus 1, and another one is 7k minus 3 by k plus 1. So this is equals to x0. So whenever this is equals to x0, we can if we compare those two, then we can take from here 7k minus 3 by k plus 1 is equals to 0, implies that k equals to 3 by 7. So whenever k equals to 3 by 7, then first of all the ratio. So the ratio k is to 1 equals to 3 by 7 is to 1, that means 3:7. This is number 1. Secondly, another tag question is there, that is also find the point of division. So point of division means you have to find x there. So put the value of x there. So if we put the value of x, we will write like that. I am not writing here. So minus 2 into 3/7 plus 3 by 3/7 plus 1. So it is coming how much? Minus 14. Minus 14. Oh sorry, 6, and here it is 21. So 15 by, here it is coming 10. Have I done rightly? This is minus 6 by 7, and this is 3. That means 21. Yes, 15, and here it is 10. So 15 by 10, that means 3 by 2. So the point is B 3/2, 0. This is the answer only. So two answers we have got. Okay. Now we will go to example number 35. A line intersects the y-axis and x-axis at the point P and Q respectively. If 2 minus 5 is the midpoint of PQ, then find the coordinates of P and Q. So if this is the coordinate plane, x-axis and y-axis are PQ. So this is P, this is Q. 2 minus 5 is the midpoint of PQ. This is 2 minus 5. We are taking this as A. You have to find PQ. Okay. So actually the question is looking like more or less tough, but also just see, it is very much easy now. So here P is of the form x0 and Q is of the form 0 y here. So just midpoint. Midpoint means you know midpoint is x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. This is the midpoint. So here if you take x plus 0 by 2 equals to 2 and y plus 0 by 2 equals to minus 5, then obviously it is coming x equals to 4 and y equals to minus 10. So this is the point only. So P is 4, 0 and Q is 0, minus 10. So this is the answer only. The question looks like it is tricky, but this is very much easy. No any problems will be there. And the last one from here, we like to do number 38. Number 38. If two adjacent vertices of a parallelogram are 3, 2 and minus 1, 0 and the diagonals intersect at 2, minus 5, then find the coordinates of the other two vertices. So first of all we have to draw one parallelogram. This is one parallelogram. I am naming this ABCD. Two adjacent vertices. So we can take this as 3, 2 and we can take this as minus 1, 0. And the diagonals intersect at 2, minus 5. It is 2, minus 5. You have to find the coordinates of other two vertices. That means you have to find C and D. So here actually this is the problem of the parallelogram. That means whatever you have learnt about the parallelogram in class 9, the application of those concepts will be there. The diagonal of a parallelogram always intersects, that is bisects. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisects each other. So that means this is the midpoint of the point A of the line AC and BD. Mind you, this is the midpoint because this is those two diagonals are bisecting each other. So that means the similar thing whatever I have done in the x1 y1 and this as x2 y2, then obviously 3 plus x1 by 2 is equals to 2 and 2 plus y1 by 2 is equals to minus 5. Similarly, here I am writing minus 1 plus x2 by 2 is equals to 2 and 0 plus y2 by 2 is equals to minus 5. So from here if you calculate those results, then you will get x1 is equals to 1, y1 is equals to minus 12, x2 is equals to 5 and y2 is equals to minus 10. So just put the values, you will get the result. So other two vertices, this is 1 minus 12 and this is 5 minus 10. This is only the result. Actually all the chapters are interlinked. So where, in which part, where the concept of other chapters will be required, you don't know and we don't know also. So you have to keep in mind all of these. So more or less we have finished the quadrant geometry, and other thing that is the I have told you previously, that is the application of the triangles, triangle formula. Area of the triangle is not there, but somehow the collinearity and those things are there, and another thing is the centroid. So more or less you know all of these. So this is the last video of the quadrant geometry. After that we will start the new class. So thank you students for watching the video.